the Crypto Brothers. I'm still a little sick still. Still went to work for a couple hours. I didn't call off the whole day. They were a little shorthand. So I couldn't just call off the whole day. I just had to kind of get enough medication in me to muscle through it. And now that I'm after work, I'll give the crypto mom from the Bitcoin pub a little shout out, and I'll give a link in down below to be able to find her on getting some of this awesome blueberry lemonade that mixes beautifully with Bacardi Limon, a great adult beverage. And it helps my sore throat for sure. A little alcohol, a little bit of lemonade. Just what the doctor ordered. I mean, of course, none of this is advice of any sort. I'm just some dude talking on the internet. But let's dive right on into what I'm all about, which is mining and mining news, mining information of any sort. So this one actually is a little interesting. Japanese tech firm GMO, which they make ASIC miners. They try to compete with Bitmain. So anybody who likes to see the competition with Bitmain, this is good. They're actually putting out a free Zcash mining software. But it's going to be like, more or less going to be like a mining pool, where some of the mining pools charge 0.5%. Some of them, like Bitmain, charge like 3%. Yeah, I was on there. I've got a few E3 miners. Yeah, they want, like, I was mining on their pool while the pool was free. So yeah, I'll mine then. But whenever they decide that they're going to charge me 3% of what I mine, no, that digs too deep into my profits, and my profits are this big, minuscule. I mean, it's profitable, but just barely. So let's dive into this one. Japanese tech firm GMO is expanding its nascent cryptocurrency mining operation beyond Bitcoin through the release of software client-based design mining Zcash and other Equihash-based cryptocurrencies using GPU chip. Japanese release Zcash mining software dubbed the Crypto Knocker. I like that name. That name's actually kind of cool. I dig it. Whoever thought of that one, he was thinking on his feet that day. I mean, even though it sounds as basic as can be, but it's still a good name. So catchy. The software has specifically been developed for mining rigs composed of NVIDIA graphics cards, GeForce or 8 or later. So this just shows that there's another company out there swinging and doing stuff for the GPU miners. I mean, look at the ETH enlargement pill from Oh God, It's a Company. So, I mean, you see other people like this trying to maximize the GPU market back, and they're going to make their money in the process. Don't fool yourself with that one. While its software itself is free, GMO wants a cut of the proceeds it generates through it, like a mining pool, 2%. So they're kind of a little on the higher side than where I'd like to see. I don't like to see, I mean, primarily 0.5% for the to run the site. I can understand that, and then just get as many people on board as you can, and you'll make money. But to charge more than 1% of what I mine, I'm not down on that, and I won't mine on a pool that charges that much. But that's just me. If you're a Zcash fanatic and you believe in Zcash, this might be something that's worth it to you to increase your profitability on there. Though used by a variety of cryptocurrency, Equihash is most often associated with the privacy-centric Zcash, currently the 21st largest coin by market cap. Like several other mining algorithms, it was developed to be ASIC resistant, ensuring it could be mined without specialized hardware only available from a small group of manufacturers, which this is whenever I was actually mining on it, and mining it even with the high electric cost was still profitable. As soon as the ASICs were released on there, I watched my profitability just go. I've got a few coins that are from the EquiHash algorithm, Bitcoin private, and basically I have 50 of those garbage coins, and if I were to sell them right now, I wouldn't even get back the electricity that I had spent on. I'd get about half of the electric bill. And I've got I've got to hold on to these until it hits, $10 a coin before I can sell them and break even. So I'm not even breaking even anytime soon, it looks like. That's the gamble of a miner. However, China-based mining giant Bitmain recently announced that Zcash ASIC signaling that unless Zcash hard forks to alter its instance of EquiHash, the era of mining Zcash with general-purpose hardware would soon come to an end. And yeah, I saw that. It took like maybe 2 weeks to see that my profitability just tanked. Faced with similar plight following release of Kryptonite ASICs, Monero's community decided to activate a hard fork and brick those new mining rigs. That was a great move on their part to support the little guy instead of centralized control of Bitmain. I'm not bashing ASICs. Now don't get me wrong. ASICs are not a bad thing. It's the fact that Bitmain is such a conglomerate that they find something and then they just take it over. They don't just sprinkle a little bit on there. They just throw everything on there and to hell with anybody else. And I'm not really big on that. So to see a company trying to go toe to toe with them, this is a good thing. So GMO builds out cryptocurrency mining business. The development through CryptoKnocker is the publicly traded GMO's latest foray into cryptocurrency mining. Earlier this year, the Tokyo-based company unveiled its first line of Bitcoin ASIC miners, wholly developed by a Japanese company, with its firm's CEO starting at the time that GMO intended to disrupt Bitmain, who reportedly controls 70% of the shares of the cryptocurrency ASIC market. Which, that's what I was just saying. There's just such a dominant factor in there. It's nice to see a company trying to go toe to toe. So if you're wanting to use their software and pay that 2% mining fee, you're basically helping GMO go toe to toe with Bitmain and actually kind of give a new ASIC in there that might be just as competitive as Bitmain, versus Bitmain just being the most power efficient at the best price point. A lot of the other people, they're either way too expensive or their power usage is just horrible because they don't have enough in product development to be able to develop the chips the right way, to figure things out the way that Bitmain has. So it's nice to see them trying to do something about this. This I support. In addition to producing mining rigs and software, GMO also oversees an in-house Bitcoin mining operation. This way they can kind of help fund their company. This, you're going to see more and more companies starting to do stuff like this. According to the firm's latest monthly report, GMO mined 510 Bitcoin and 25 Bitcoin Cash in August with a hash rate of 4.9 PH a second. I think it's petahash a second, but I have to look that up. I'm not really sure. Primarily using miners produced by other manufacturers, the company hopes to increase their hash rate by more than 70% before the end of the year. It'd be kind of funny to see that if they've got Bitmain's, ant miners in their mix too. I'd actually kind of laugh that if they find it more profitable to use their stuff, Bitmain stuff, to make them money, to be competitive against Bitmain. Now, talk about if that's the way that it turns out, that'd be like really sticking it right to Bitmain. I would actually kind of give them a round of applause for that one. I would be like, shots fired, most certainly. We'll continue to introduce the mining machines from other manufacturers in our mining operation, as they say. They want to plan to get their hash rate to go above 800 pH a second by the end of December, which that would make them a major mining operation on top of making software, on top of making their own mining equipment. It's almost like they're sitting there and what is it? Nissan, I think, or no, is it Toyota? One of those like car manufacturers. They make no, it's Mitsubishi. I'm sorry, Mitsubishi. They got TVs, they've got cars, they've got lawnmowers, they've got weed whackers. They kind of just filled the blanket with everything. I mean, and there's other companies that have also gone out and done their multiple venues. So to see them doing this, I don't think this is going to be the last time we see that in the mining industry. So with that being said, if you guys got anything else you'd like to add to it, drop a comment down below. And while you're doing that, smash the like button, subscribe, share, hit the bell. All that stuff helps me out. And like I said, I'm going to definitely put a link down and below for the Crypto Mom's delicious blueberry lemonade that mixes great with adult beverages. And I will definitely see you guys